Give it a second. Let me get my AirPods hooked up and we'll be good to go. Katie, I can see your video. Oh no.
You don't want to see this.
Dang it. Okay, well, at least you can hear me. I was so excited when I saw it. Good morning. Okay, we're just gonna give this 1 second and we're gonna get warmed up. Just think that. Morning. Okay, so today can you guys all hear me? Good, perfect, all right. Okay, so what you're gonna need is something lighter that you can hold on to. And so like some examples would be, you could use cans, you could use bottles of water, you could use some lighter dumbbells if you have them. It doesn't really matter, just something that you can hold. So we're gonna be doing a couple different lighter movements. But today's primarily upper body, and you're gonna see some kind of cardio type intervals that are gonna be mixed in between. So do you want to just take a second, kind of find something? For me, I'm fortunate enough to have a couple pairs of 8-pound dumbbells. Those are my heavy ones, so that's what I'm gonna be rocking with today. So just kind of use what's gonna be good for you, whatever works. If you don't have anything, honestly, like a can of soup or beans or something that will give a little bit of weight, even if it's just a pound or two. So, you know, and hang on 1 sec. Oh no, someone was just trying to get onto the meeting. Hold on really quick. Katie, I'm gonna set this up right here so you can still see me. We good? Okay. All right, I think we're good to go. Let's start warming up. Okay, so start out with some arm circles, rotating your arms forward. Remember, you guys can go, if you want to, you can turn on your own music, anything like that. Just with posting to YouTube and all that, we have to just be careful with licensing and everything with our music. Okay, now let's go backward with your arms. And good for you guys being up so early in the morning. To be honest, today was a bit of a struggle to get up for me. Me and my wife decided to go ahead and do some standing star reaches. So you're gonna bring your feet apart, point your toes forward, and then you're going to reach down opposite hand to opposite foot toward the opposite foot. Me and my wife decided 2 days ago that since we're in quarantine, we would attempt to paint some rooms in our house. And mind you, we have never painted before. And so we had a few trips to Lowe's, a few different attempts on paint, all of that stuff. And we ended up finishing our master bedroom and master bath and all that good stuff at about 11:30 p.m. last night. So the tank's running on a little bit of empty today. So we're gonna do our best. But the good one, I think I still have paint. Yeah, and I got that off. Still paint on my legs and my hands. Long story short, we're going to make it happen today. But the good news is our room's all cleaned up. Okay, let's get heel jacks, hop your feet out, or you can step, palms facing out, and bring your arms out to the side. We want to get a lot of movement through our upper body as we're getting warmed up today. Okay, now bring your feet back out. You're just gonna alternate reaching up and across and over your body. It's funny because we got the question a lot of, oh, what color are you guys painting? And it's just straight up white. Because everything was like a tan color, kind of like the garage door back here. Okay, you can go ahead and keep moving a little bit if you want. Let me go over. Today you have 5 different blocks, so we've got quite a bit of different movement. Some of it's time, some of it's for rounds. It just kind of is all a little bit different. You got some, basically like you have 3 different cardio type blocks with 2 different blocks that are more resisted movement with your body. Okay, so we're gonna start out. I'm gonna get my timer ready. This is gonna be your longer of the cardio blocks. It's gonna get us nice and warmed up. You're gonna start out with 2 exercises, 1 minute apiece, 15 seconds of rest in between for 4 rounds. That means you're gonna be going for about 10 minutes. Okay, you're gonna need a lighter set of dumbbells or something that you can hold. The first one, and we've done this one a couple times, make sure you got some space. You're gonna take a big jump, and then you're gonna shuffle your feet back. That's the broad jump to a shuffle. If you want, you can take big steps forward, staying low, and then little steps going back if that big jump isn't gonna feel good for you. Then the second one, you're gonna take a set of dumbbells or bottles or cans or something that you can hold. Think of your arms at your side, hinge like you're doing a deadlift. Or sorry, bend at your elbows so they're at 90 degrees, then hinge like you're doing a deadlift. Once you're down here in the low position, you're gonna kick the weights back and then stand up with your arms at 90 degrees. So hinge, kick back, return to 90, stand up. Okay, and you can always reduce range of motion a little bit as long as you're not swinging the dumbbells. So we're gonna go a minute on the broad jump shuffle, 15 seconds of rest, minute on the hinge, kick back, stand up, and then we're gonna repeat 4 times. So 15 seconds of rest in between. So go ahead and get some space, get a sip of water if you need it. I'm gonna get the timer going. I'll time your minute. I'll let you know when the rest is coming. I'll kind of keep you posted throughout. Katie, can you hear me? I think. All right. All right, here we go. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and begin. 1 minute. And remember, if you don't like the jump, stay low, take some bigger steps forward, and then take smaller steps backward. And as you're going back, you want to stay on the balls of your feet. When you're coming forward, you're going to kind of press your foot all the way down. So you get a little variation in how your foot lands. We got about 20 seconds, sorry, 15 seconds, and we'll take a rest. Three, 2, 1. Take a breather. Okay, here's where you're gonna need your dumbbells. And I'll give you guys the profile view. I'll count you down. We're going for 1 minute. This will be the finish of round 1 of 4. 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. Remember, be real mindful of what your back's doing. Make sure all the hinge is coming from your hips. And there's a little soft bend in your knees. And as best you can, you want your dumbbells to go back. You don't want them to go down because you're not going to feel as much resistance if they're going down. Well, we got 20 seconds. And if you start to feel it more in your biceps, it might mean that you're pumping the weights forward past that nice 90-degree bend that we're trying to start with. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and set your weights down. Okay. When you go back, this is gonna be round 2. Broad jump to shuffle. Good morning. So glad we don't have to paint today. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. 30 seconds. Woo! Minutes, a long time. 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Take a breather. Here, when you get your dumbbells back. All right, 1 minute. 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. It's almost like the deadlift to a triceps kickback, but your arms aren't. Only part they're straightening out is when you're hinged forward. Otherwise, they're out in front of you at about a 90-degree bend. 30 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Take your breather. Woo. Okay, that was round 2. Round 3 coming up. We have 4 rounds, and then we're gonna have an 8-minute block. So the blocks are gonna start to get a little bit shorter. It's our longest one. Okay, broad jump shuffle. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Take your time. A minute is a long time. We got 30 seconds. Whew, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay. The 2 other cardio rounds that are coming up, intervals on the second one are going to be 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. Last round will be 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off. This is the longest chunk. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. Hopefully you have a good feel for the movement. Something that helps is as you're hinged forward, take a quick posture check. Make sure your shoulders aren't collapsing forward. Pull them back. Keep a little tension between your shoulder blades. About 15 seconds. And the amount of hinge you can get, very dependent on the mobility of your hamstrings. If they're really tight, you won't get as far. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and set your weights down. We got one more round. Do you guys see that next week it's going to be in the 80s? Woo! Okay, you ready? Last time, broad jump to shuffle. 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. $30 seconds. Next round's real good. I'm excited for it. It's a 45-minute workout today. 15 seconds. Get one more rep. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Whew. Get your dumbbells ready. Ready? Count you down. Last minute. 3, 2, 1. Let's go get it. Gotta keep your elbows right above your hips. And then right parallel to your body so they're not coming forward, they're not tucking back. As close as you can to 90 degrees. 30 seconds. Come on, 10 seconds. Let's get one more. 3, 2, 1. Okay. You're going to need the same set of weights out. There's quite a bit going on in this next block. You basically have 6 exercises. Fun fact, this in Mandarin Chinese means 6. So if you ever see me do this, this is 6. Okay, you're going to do 6 exercises, 6 reps each, followed by a seated knee tuck on the floor, and I'll go over what that means. And that's going to be your break. But the whole idea is that you're holding your set of weights, or your cans, bottles, whatever you have, for all 6 exercises without setting them down. So it's going to start to feel progressively heavier on the load as you go. So let me give you an example I'm going to go through. I'll do about 2 reps a piece of the flow, but you're going to be doing 6 reps each. And we can kind of go together. You can go ahead of me if you want, whatever's going to work for you. So here are your 6. First one is a sumo squat, iso sumo squat. You're going to hold it while you raise the dumbbells out in front of you, toes pointing out. You'll do 6 reps, and then you're going to choose a foot to come forward, one to step back. You're going to hold a lunge while you do a lateral raise. And if you want to do a staggered stance instead of the lunge, you're more than welcome to. 6 reps, switch sides, hold the lunge while you do a bicep curl for 6 reps. Then you're going to do a hip hinge, high row, elbows come out into the side. So let me show you both views. Out to the side, not tucking back. We'll do that one later. Then you're going to hold a squat while you press your weights out in front of you. So here's your side view. And then you'll keep the weights at your shoulders for a thruster for 6 reps. And so even though the thrusters aren't very heavy, they should feel heavy on your shoulders by the end of this. And then your seated knee tuck that you'll do 12 reps. Looks like this, knees in towards the chest, lean back, extend your legs out. Use your hands for support at the side if you need to. You can tap your heels down and forward as an option, or go one leg at a time. Okay, get a quick sip of water. You can always go ahead of me if you want, if you have the screen up and you kind of know what you're doing, or you can kind of just flow with me on it. So remember, we're starting out with the sumo squat, front raise. So we're gonna be going for 8 minutes. The goal is about 2 rounds or so. Point your toes out, bring your feet wide, and let's go, 6 reps. Nice and steady. Make sure the weights aren't swinging. You got 2 more. And then after this, you're gonna choose the side to start on the lunge. Hold it as low as you want. Raise your weights out to the side. I got 3 more. Katie, I can see your arm. And then switch sides, you're gonna go into bicep curls. Keep your elbows pinned right at your side like we did on that kickback. 2 more. Okay, the next one after this, you're gonna hold this, you're gonna do a hip hinge high row. So forward like you would do a deadlift, elbows come out to the side, keep your dumbbells in hand or your weights. One more. Then you're gonna hold a squat, punch the weights out in front of you. And then a thruster 6 times. Thrusters bother your back. A good option, I'll show you real quick when I finish my last rep, would be this. Squat, curl, and press so that as you squat, it's not loading through your lower back. Okay, seated knee tuck, 12 times, and then we'll reset that sequence again. One thing too on this, we get the question a lot, what if my hips are popping while you do it? If you're experiencing a little bit of popping in your hips, reduce the range of motion. If it doesn't hurt, it could just be how your joints and everything are structured, how they're moving through the bone and everything, and you can always go through the range of motion as long as it's not creating pain. A couple more reps. Okay, we're gonna reset back at the beginning, the iso squat, iso sumo squat, front raise. And we're about 3 minutes into our 8 minutes. I think we're gonna get just about almost 3 rounds. Then choose a leg to start on, or the iso lunge, lateral raise. And when you switch sides, you'll go into bicep curls. Number 6 reps of everything. Not gonna feel like a super heavy load, but it's giving your shoulders a bit of an active recovery. So the whole point is progressive overload. Hip hinge high row. And a bit of stamina, endurance on your grip. Try not to place the dumbbells down. Then we've got the iso squat, front press. And 6 thrusters. And then when you finish your 6, set your weights down and get your knee tucks. 12. I'm gonna get a quick sip of water. We're 5 minutes in. 3 minutes to go. Knock out one more round or so. I'm gonna give you guys a side view on this one. You wanna make sure that while you're doing the front raise in the sumo squat position, there's not any rocking backward. Okay, here we go. 6 reps. You're keeping the trunk of your body real stable. So if you're having trouble, slow it down, brace like you're holding the plank. Then choose a side on the lunge. Then the bicep curl. Keep your elbow right above your hip. And then the hip hinge, high row. And then the iso squat front press. If this is bothering your back at all, just hold it instead of pressing. Or stand straight up while you press so it doesn't load your back. And then we got thrusters for 6 reps. Okay. Oh, we had some bonus time. Okay, we got about a minute. We're gonna get back to your piece of it. Let's get the knee tucked. And then we can probably get that sumo squat front raise. Okay, we got a little bit of time. 40 seconds. I say let's go for one more time on that iso sumo squat with the front raise. We got 30 seconds. Let's go. Feet wide, toes pointing out. Keep going a few extra reps, just so we don't imbalance the sides on the lunge. 3, 2, 1. Okay, take a breather. Okay, we're gonna go back to a cardio round. This one's only gonna be 6 minutes long. Or sorry, 8 minutes long. 2 things, you are gonna need your set of dumbbells. It's gonna be very similar to the first one, just a little bit different planes of motion. So you're gonna take 3 steps to the side, bring the foot up, 3 steps back, bring the foot up. So it's a 3-step lateral sprint. You're gonna do that for 45 seconds, rest for 15, and then a deadlift to a low row. So arms are straight, hinge. Once you're here, elbows back into the side, and then stand up with them straight. So before we stood up with the elbows bent, this, if you think of it, is just kind of opposing motion. So you get the same hinge, arms are straight, then you bend them up to 90, then you straighten them and you stand up. Okay, that's for 45 seconds, and we'll repeat 4 rounds. That gives us 8 minutes. Get set up for the 3-step lateral sprint. I'll get my clock going. After this, we've got a 4-minute core round and then a 6-minute cardio round to finish again. Okay, here we go, 8 minutes. Go ahead and begin, 45 seconds. So it's 3 touches with your feet. If you want to step and stay on the balls of your feet, it's important that you're on the balls of your feet so your heels aren't coming down until you plant that outside foot. We got 20 seconds. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. To get your dumbbells ready. Remember, deadlift to a low row. Gonna go for 45 seconds. Whew. Shoulders back. Keep some tension between them. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And make it very robotic. So each movement is different. You finish the hinge. Once you get to that bottom of the range of motion, row, finish the row, then stand up. "15 seconds. When you're hinging, you want to feel it on your hamstrings and your glutes when you finish. Not so much the low back. The low back stabilizes. but it's not the active mover. 3, 2, 1. Set your weights down. Okay, take a little breather. That was round 1. 3 more. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Ooh, we got 20 seconds. Come on. Nice to get my arms pumping with me. Helps my heart rate go up a little bit more. 10 seconds. Stay low. 3, 2, 1. Take a breather. Get a little sip of water if you need it. Okay. Count you down. Deadlift to the low row. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. As you're hinging forward, check your posture. Make sure you got tension. When I'm saying tension, I mean right between your shoulder blades. So you're not letting your back release and lose tension. The second you lose that tension, it's going to start to put the pressure on your lower back instead of keeping it in the upper back and the glutes. 3, 2, 1. Okay, that was round 2. You got 2 more. Those are a lot more tiring than they look. Whew. Okay. All right. If you're ready for that third round, the lateral sprint. 3, 2, 1. Let's roll. 45 seconds. We got 20 seconds. Over halfway. Ten seconds. Pick up your quickness a little bit. See if you can get a little quicker. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Get your dumbbells ready. You guys know the posture. We've been talking about it all morning. Whew. I'll count you down. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Make sure your elbows are pulling right along your ribs. You're not trying to get the dumbbells to your shoulders, trying to pull your elbows back and behind you to your side. You got 20 seconds. A few more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay. You guys, we got one more round. Whew. Okay. Guys ready? Let's get quick on this one. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Quick steps. Stay low. Think light on your feet until you plant. So even if you're stepping, it's around the balls of your feet. And you plant hard on the outside foot after the 3 steps. Come on, 15 seconds. Speed it up. 3, 2, 1. Get your dumbbells one final time. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Well, we got 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Set your dumbbells down for now. You won't need them until the final 6-minute block. You guys, so essentially, we got about 10 minutes left to work. We have a 4-minute block right now, core, and then we've got a 6-minute block. It's gonna be similar to those other cardio blocks we did. Let me go over. You have 4 minutes. The goal is about 2 rounds of 3 exercises. First one, static crunch, meaning your shoulders are off the floor as you bring your legs over and under each other. A couple things on this. If this bothers your back, put your hands underneath your hips to support your back. Bend your knees a little if you need to. But the straighter you keep your legs, the more your feet are flexed, the more you're going to engage to the lower abs and the hip flexors of where you want. Okay, then you've got 10 back extensions to a lat pull. So it looks like this. You're going to lift your arms up, keeping your feet down, pull back, lift up, get the extension through your arms, pull back, lift up, you'll get the extension through your arms and pull back. We're gonna do 10 of those, followed by 10 swimmers, where you lift opposite arm and opposite leg, 10 each way. You can go one at a time and plant your feet and hands down if you want in between. So remember, we have 20 total on the over-under, 10 on the lat pull back extension, and then 20 total on the swimmers. We're gonna go for 4 minutes. You can either follow with me or you can go at your own pace. I'm gonna start the clock in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Start with that static crunch with the over-unders. It's 12 for me. Lower your legs, go. More stability it demands through the trunk of your body. Flex your feet, make sure they're not loose. Okay, then turn over. Okay, you're great. Keep your feet down. Lift up, extend arms out, bring them back in, bring them down. Through your shoulder blades squeeze together. We're in 10 of these. That's 7. One more. And then right into swimmers. 20 times total, opposite arm, opposite leg. One thing too, if all that laying on your stomach isn't feeling good, you can do this as an option. A bird dog, so opposite arm and opposite leg from a kneeling position. Takes a little pressure off your torso. Okay, we're a minute and a half in. Woo, to our 4 minutes. Back to a static crunch. Over, under. Woo. And that lat pull, give me the back extension. 4. There's 8. Whew. And 20 total of the swimmers. Whew. All right, guys, we got one more minute. See what we can get through. Keep your feet flexed, legs nice and tight, space between your chin and your chest. You're not stressing your neck. Stabilize, not stress. You want to feel these more, go a little slower. A few more. Okay, we got 20 seconds. Should be able to finish this back extension lat pull. Ten seconds. One more. All right. Let me go over your final round. It's 6 minutes long. Whew. I don't know if it's just warming up outside or it's hotter in my garage today. My goodness. Okay. Here's what we got. 2 things. Think of those structures we did on those cardio blocks initially. 6 minutes, 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off. So the work to rest ratio is now a 2 to 1. So we're getting a little bit more time with a little less work. So we have high knees. We're bringing your knees up in front of you for 30 seconds. Let me show you a side view. You're trying to get them up to about the height of your hips. You can always march in place if you don't want the impact, and you can still get a lot of benefit through your core and cardiovascularly. Okay, second exercise, get those dumbbells. We've been doing a lot of hinging, bending movement with upper body. This one's very similar, except it's a sumo squat to an upright row. So it's gonna be a little bit more straight through the posture of your back. I'm gonna show you from the side. So you wanna make sure you're not leaning forward. Okay, we got the hinging before. And then when you're doing the high row, lead with your elbows, bring the dumbbell straight up your body like a zipper. 30 on, 15 off, 4 rounds. This will be 6 minutes, and then we're done. I'll stretch, okay? So get your stuff kind of set up. We're gonna start with the high knees, 30 seconds. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, let's begin. Remember, you can march in place, that's a good option. So you guys know options don't mean you're taking it easy. That means you're smart and you've got good body awareness. That you know when to push and when to scale back based on how you're feeling. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Get your dumbbells ready. I'm gonna show you the side view just so you can check your posture. And then I'll do front view next. 3, 2, 1, here we go. And if you can break down the movement of not starting the upright row until you finish the squat, always keeping your gaze forward so that you're not looking to the floor. If you ever find yourself looking down, you've probably started to hinge in your hips. Instead of bringing your butt down, you're instead bringing your butt back. So you want your butt to go down. A few more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Okay, round 2. High knees. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. We only got 4 minutes left together, guys. Come on. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Take a breather. Okay, get your dumbbells ready. Sumo squat to the upright row. Go ahead and begin. Ten seconds. Three, 2, 1. Take a breather. 2 more rounds. 30 seconds on. I'll count you down. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Remember, you can do smaller steps. If you don't want to get your knees up as high, that's totally fine. Round 3, baby. Come on. "15 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Okay. Your dumbbells ready. This will wrap up round 3, and we got one more. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. This bothers your shoulders at all? Opt for this, a front raise with your palms facing in. Great option if it's bugging your shoulders at all. Three, 2, 1. Take a breather. Okay, we got one more round. High knees, sumo squats, upright row. Then we'll stretch and we're good. We're gonna get a lot of upper body stretching. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and do it. Brace your core nice and tight. Get your arms pumping with you a little bit. 15 seconds. Job picking the pace up. 3, 2, 1. Take a breather. Get your dumbbells ready. It's our final 30 seconds. I'll count you down. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Nice tall posture. Last few seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. Take a second, set your stuff down. If you can stay and stretch this for a bit, that would be great. Okay, let me turn this off. Woo. All right. Let's go ahead and just start. We're gonna do everything standing on this one. Right arm across your body. So watch our social media tomorrow. We're gonna be announcing Switch Sides, the challenge that we're gonna be doing on Monday. I think we came up with a good one that you guys are gonna like. It's a little bit longer of a challenge, and you'll kind of see what that's all about. Take your hands behind your back, pull your shoulder blades together. We'll put up a post about it tomorrow so we can field any questions. Then we're gonna do it come Monday. We'll have all day. It'll be a little bit different of a point system to score for your studios based off of the number of rounds you do. You get your triceps bending right at the elbow, push your hand to the top of your back. It's kind of fun to personally challenge yourself, but also to get a little bit of inner studio challenge. It's gonna be cool. Switch sides. Oh, that side's a tight one. If you want a little deeper stretch, you can lean away from it a little bit and you'll start to feel it pull on your ribs. Okay, now from all the deadlifting and hinging, reach down. You can let your back round a little bit as long as you're doing it safely, slowly, letting your shoulders hang heavy. As you reach towards your toes, you can have a soft bend in your knees if that feels better on your hamstring. And then roll your shoulders up. Use something to balance if you need it. Grab your right foot, pull your heel back. And guys, we're gonna get the question a lot of, when are we gonna reopen? We know there was the governor's address. They're talking a lot about businesses reopening on May 1st, gyms being a part of phase 1. We're still waiting on guidance from Salt Lake County. They've given a lot of guidance for like Davis County, for Utah County. We haven't really gotten the final word on things from Salt Lake County. We want to make sure we're doing everything very safe. So I would safe to say that we're most likely not going to be opening up on May 1st, but it will be a little bit after, and we will keep you guys posted. Go ahead and take your feet apart, toes pointing forward, bend your left knee, push your hips back. We will keep you guys posted via email whenever we actually have an opening date. And with booking classes, all of that, we'll be helping you guys through that process when the time does come. Switch sides. But we will give you guys plenty of notice. You'll be notified via email. We'll also post it on Facebook, all that stuff, Instagram. And so just know there's gonna be a lot of avenues of us letting you know. Okay, that is it. Thank you guys for joining me early and have a great rest of your day. You guys are awesome. See ya.